We might crash. Let's see how we get on. Let's see how we get on. Yeah. Now we've discussed before that the 7th episode of season 2 of Squid Game is 240 minutes long, and the second half is a musical. What I probably didn't tell you is that the musical is triggered by some visiting VIPs. Yes, and although they remain masked, I can tell you that it's basically the two VIPs are played by Josie Lawrence and Mike McShane, who you might recall from the UK original version of Whose Line Is It Anyway, fronted by the ever popular Clive Anderson of Talks Back fame. And it's at their instigation, you see, that everybody has to sing. Yeah, so it's sort of it's slightly diegetic. The musical aspect of it, in that they're kind of aware, but it's sort of they kind of fudge around with it a little bit. So you get the people playing the game and they sort of start singing, but with a lot of the songs, it will cut away to the VIPs. There's a guard that gets ill in an earlier episode. He's sort of laying up, recovering, and there's some secret guards as well. The topless assassins, they join. So every so often, primarily it's always the players that are singing. But yeah, you just occasionally will cut in and say the third in command's topless assassin will get a line, or the guard that's in sickbay will get a line. Yes, and there's a sort of quite a touching moment where the frontman, who sort of, there's a song which kind of reminds him of his brother, and who he believes is dead, not dead of course, but yeah, and there's this sort of moment where it's half sung, half spoken, just quietly in one corner of the gallery room. It's quite touching. Clive Anderson upsets the Bee Gees. Indeed, yes. They had. I feel there was a failure of sense of humour there, but it's one of those things that happens in a lot of TV where you just get the feeling that whoever's appearing didn't watch the tape that was sent. Came in whilst you're saying something about topless assassins. Not the worst thing to walk in on. Exactly, Feather of the Crow. Yes. Yeah. Quite surprised actually that the Netflix were okay with the topless assassins. But I don't know. Bums on seats, I guess. Bums on seats. So that's it. Yeah. So basically, the musical number, it's sort of semi-diegetic, and it's at the behest of two of the VIPs, who, as I say, played by Mike McShane and Josie Lawrence from Whose Line Is It Anyway? That's your Squid Game spoiler. Let's get back to the game.